Let's take you live now to Fosleres in Ekurhuleni, where the Umkhonto Wesizwe Party is holding a rally ahead of its first anniversary celebrations in December. Our Newzroom Africa's Nqobile Madlala joins us live from there with details on how those preparations are going. Nqobile, describe what you're seeing there.
Naledi, the celebrations have obviously started. As you can hear, that there's a lot of noise at this point. So people have started celebrating and just sort of showing that 1 year anniversary. As you can see, the numbers in Ekurhuleni, as we understand that this is part of the stronghold of MK, have come up in their numbers, and we're expecting more and more people to make their way here. But I've got my guest here, Dali Mpofu, to speak to us. And this anniversary very important to you. But one would have thought KZN would be where you would start.
No, that's where we're going. Thank you very much. This is part of the build-up towards the actual celebration, which is on the 15th of December at Moses Mabhida Stadium. So you can say that we are kick-starting the road to Moses Mabhida with these mini rallies. There's a mini rally here, another one in Mkondo, in Garsband region in Mpumalanga, I think tomorrow, and another one in KZN, Ilembe region. So all that is part of our mobilization towards the main celebration, which will be on the 15th of December. That's going to be something you've never seen before.
And you know, as you say that, because you say it's something we won't expect, it will be beyond our imagination. What can we perhaps expect from the president when he does, President Zuma, when he does talk?
Well, as following on the theme, he'll be encouraging people here to make their way by different means to Moses Mabhida for the main celebration. That's why we wanted him to ask the people directly. But more importantly, he'll also be thanking the people of Ekurhuleni in particular, which is why the rally is here. Because the people of Ekurhuleni surprised everyone by giving a big showing. I remember you were covering on election day, you were here pushing around with voters who didn't want to be chased away at 9 o'clock. Yeah. So he wants to thank all those people. And the result of that was that Ekurhuleni came up with the highest of all the 5 regions in Gauteng. Well, that's why we decided to have the rally here.
I mean, it's interesting that you also have said that you're not going to be joining in any mudslinging as a party. Take us through that. What will be your focus then in municipality?
No, our focus is to unite our people. There are 2 mainstay programs for Umkhonto Wesizwe. One is what we regard, what we call total liberation. And we've unpacked what that means, total liberation. That means all aspects of liberation that you can think of or that we have not even thought of. Yeah. Whether it's political liberation, economic freedom, whether it's cultural freedom, whether it's spatial, ideological, you name it, there's no end. So that's what we mean by total freedom. So that's the one anchor. The second anchor is the unity of our people. And we have identified that as something that has been missing in all our struggles for over the centuries. And the time has now come for us to take our struggle to that level, both in terms of the total liberation, which is a new concept that we are pushing hard, and both in terms of comprehensive unity of our people. If we can achieve those 2, everything else will follow. Issues of land, all the specific issues that we all know about, inequality and so on. But they must be anchored around those 2 major projects. That's really what we're selling to the people. And so far, the people that message is resonating with South Africans. And it's not going to be easy, as we've said, but that's a project we're going to be pushing for the next year, for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years, until it has been achieved.
It sounds like you are ready for the local elections.
Oh yes, absolutely. Now you want us to let out the secret. The secret is exactly that. One of the reasons we're here, apart from all those votes that we got, is that this municipality of Ekurhuleni, we are in 2026, we are eyeing this municipality very, very strongly. All the municipalities in Gauteng are obviously important to us. but watch Ekurhuleni. eThekwini is already in the bag, but Ekurhuleni we want, because we're also having our own rivalries. So we're not, as Gauteng was saying, KZN is the last time that they surpassed us with such a big percentage. They must watch Gauteng. Yeah.
Well, we know that you are now expecting, of course, the former president to do arrive. Can we have a rough idea what time you will start the celebrations?
Yes, we now have what we call the cultural program. And so after that, the political program should start some after lunchtime, let me put it that way. But obviously you'll see then there'll be a natural break from what's happening now, and then the politicians, quote unquote, will take over. And the president is obviously looking forward to coming and for the first time greeting the people of Ekurhuleni directly after the elections. Gauteng is the home of the MK party, and the reason why Gauteng is the home of the MK party is that if you look at the launch, well, the announcement of the MK party, it was here in Gauteng on the 16th of December. If you look at the first rally that we had in Orlando, yeah, and now this mini rally, so, and the people of Gauteng have been reciprocating the love that the party has shown to them.
I think it's interesting that I've seen some of the traditional leaders also coming here. Is there something that MK looks at in terms of traditional leaders?
Oh yes, if you look at our constitution, you'll see that for the first time there's a specific reference to traditional leaders, a specific reference to the religious sector. And those are sectors that we take very, very importantly, because that's where our people are found, in their millions. And we believe so much as a Pan-Africanist movement that we have to go back to our values, and we have to go back to even our methods of governance that are rooted in traditional leadership. And of course, our people are a spiritual people. Long before the colonizers came here, they found us as a spiritual people, and they found us with our own methods of leadership. And those, we want to appeal to those, obviously blend them with the modern democratic processes. But the root must be African, indigenous, and black.
Thank you very much for your time. Well, Naledi, as you can hear there, the celebration of these mini rallies are going to be many, but they start here in Ekurhuleni, mainly because it's the stronghold. But we are expecting that the former president, Jacob Zuma, will make his entrance any time, and that's when the program will start.
All right, Nqobile Madlala, watching things for us in Ekurhuleni.